with New Few Outdoorsman, and I just thought I'd shoot a little E.D.C video tonight and just show, what I carry on a day-to-day basis. Now, if there's any American viewers out there happen to view this video and you're looking at this E.D.C going, well, where's the firearm? Well, I live in Canada and we're not allowed to own any, so we're not allowed to own pistols. Well, we are, but not for self-defense, so there's not going to be any friggin', there's not going to be any big tactical folder blade knife or any tactical pistol or anything like that here, unfortunately. Much as I wish we did have the Second Amendment here in Canada and we could carry like you guys do. But that's another topic for another video, and I don't want to make this too long. So I'll just start off, like I say. First things first, I go in order the way I got things here. Number one thing, first thing usually goes on the arm in the morning. Watch, simple, plain, Timex Expedition. Had it for about 13, 14 years now. This thing has seen a lot of abuse and wear over the years. But it's only gone through, in the 13, 14 years I've had it, it's only gone through 2 batteries and, I don't know, maybe 3 to 4 straps. But the straps were usually at fault of me and not fault of the watch. But yeah, just a little plain, like I say, simple Timex Expedition watch. Nothing fancy, but hey, it tells the time and that's all I needed to do. And as you can see, I'm a bit old school in the old dial and the non-digital watch, like some of the younger generation. You just got my keys here, library card, triangle card. I got over here, I got a little mini mag light, doesn't have all the lumens out there some of the other little small flashlights does, but it also doesn't cost nowhere near the price. Just got a little set of nail clippers there and a bottle opener, Next, I got me a paracord bracelet with fire steel and compass and whistle. This pretty much goes on me every day while I'm home here in Newfoundland. About the only time it doesn't go on my arm is when I go away to Alberta for work, because really got no use for it when I'm out there on site. So, like I say, company's got cordage, and if I got to be starting fires on site, something going down that shouldn't be going down. So yeah, as I said, just paracord bracelet I bought. Paid $10 for it the other year up in Edmonton. And always good to have a bit of cordage and everything on you. Backup way of starting fires. I mean, I do like going for hikes and stuff like this, and don't always like taking a knapsack, so it's good just to have. Next, we got, this comes down, actually I'll show 2 of them here, because at any given time I could either got one or the other on me, or both on me some days, depending on what I'm doing. This is just my Victorinox Swiss Army Champ. Y'all familiar with a Swiss Army knife? I got this one, actually, the other year I was looking to go pick up the Swiss tool, and that was $100 on for half price, and they had the Champ on $100 for half price. So I decided to go with the Champ. I like it. I mean, it's got magnifying glass and Phillips head screwdriver, pliers, scissors, saw, file, scaler, your 2 blades, your bottle opener, can opener, and a few other tools on the back. But what I really like it for is this little gray piece here. And for anybody that has a Swiss Army Champ knows, that's a little a micro flathead screwdriver. And for someone who wears glasses, I don't know how many times this after saving me, when the screw was popped out of my glasses, I was able to get, as long as I managed to find the screw, I was able to put it back in, tighten it back up. Perfect. I think that's one of the best things I ever could have gotten out of this whole thing, was that little mini screwdriver. It is perfect. There was a needle that came with it that used to fit in here, but I'd lost that somewhere along the line. No big deal. You got your tweezers and toothpick and pen, like your standard, your standard tools. And this here, oops, wrong way. Leatherman sidekick. Picked this up 2 years ago when I was in Alberta. I got a Leatherman Surge multi-tool, but for an everyday carry, that thing weighs this thing is a little too heavy. So I picked this one up. It's nice. It came with a sheath, but I usually just use the pocket clip. Excuse me. It's got pretty good retention. Like I say, it's got it's got your standard blade there, and saw blade over here. This works good. Trying to get this open here now, guys. Bear with me. Yeah. Spring-loaded pliers, which I like. I mean, the pliers on the Swiss Army knife, they're not the greatest. There's no wire cutters or anything on to them. They're just regular, kind of like channel lock pliers. They're not really the best. So I like these. Like I said, needlepoint for going fishing. Whether I need to pinch off a barb on a fly, or if I'm salmon fishing, or just taking a hook out of a fish's mouth or whatever. And pliers down there if I need to cut a hook or if I need to cut some line or whatever. And it's got your standard tools, flathead screwdriver and whatnot, and serrated knife and stuff. But yeah, it's a handy little rig. Like I said, usually I'm carrying either this or the Champ, or both some days. I mean, this doesn't take up all that much weight either. So, never hurts to have two of them on at the same time, especially when I'm going fishing and stuff. Other thing I carry, it's usually one or the other. Either a Zippo or a Bic lighter, depending. Now, I don't smoke, but I never go anywhere without a lighter. Like I say, lighter always comes in handy, even if you don't smoke. Sometimes it's a great thing, to take with you if you're going out night on the town. You happen to be single, you're a little bit shy. Having a lighter in your pocket when the girls are out for a smoke, man. It's a good icebreaker sometimes, See them, fiddling around looking for a lighter, walk up. Hey, you need a light? Good little way to start the conversation. Now, the Zippo I got here, I just threw a little bit of grip tape, a little bit of hockey tape onto it just to give a bit better grip when I go to light it. Because I found it was, a lot of times it would want to slide out of my hand. Because it is a bit small and I do have big hands. But yeah, I've had this now, I think, since about 2005. Still works best kind. I have the belt sheath for it too, but just easier to carry it in your pocket. And well, everybody knows, Bic lighter. Nothing wrong with a Bic lighter. Especially here, Canada, Newfoundland. As anybody from Newfoundland can attest, or in Canada really. When it's cold in the wintertime, if you go throw this in your pocket and you forget about it, these things tend to run dry. And of course, it's always when you need it, when it's out of fluid. So these things usually take a long time to run out. And even if they do run out, you just cut this piece open and you got a good sparker device if you happen to have some old man's beard or cotton balls or something like that, to take a spark. So it never hurts to have both on hand. I usually just take one or the other. If I'm going out around town for the day, it's usually the Zippo, because I'll fill it up before I go out. And like I say, just being around town, I'm not too worried. I don't need to start a fire when I'm around town, but if I'm going into the woods, especially in the fall or winter months, I usually take the Bic. Like I say, I don't have to worry about that running out of fluid, as long as I make sure to take a full Bic a brand new Bic with me, or one that's, not low on fluid, obviously. Yep, that's me. Choice there. Other thing I take, which I don't, and there's one thing I don't see a lot of guys taking or showing in their E.D.C videos, and for whatever reason, But yeah, I usually carry it on me, especially like I say, this time of year is winter here in Newfoundland, and my lips dry up something fierce, so I always just take a tube of chapstick. Like I say, keep the lips from drying out. Also, really good if you get frost nip. If you're out on skidoo or whatever, or just out on a windy day snowshoeing or whatever, and you happen to start to get frost nip on your face, you're out and you take notice that your face is getting white and blotchy. Just rub a bit of that. I did do this the other year when I was up skidooing on Northern Peninsula. But yeah, just rub a bit of chapstick over the blotchy parts, and because obviously it's for chapped skin, it brought my skin right back to life in a very short amount of time. Also, because it's petroleum based. Hey, get lost out on a hike or whatever, need to get a fire going, bit of chapstick, petroleum, bit of chapstick on like some old man's beard or piece of birch bark, help get the fire going. Another thing I usually got on me, pen and notepad. Now, sometimes the pen varies. Like I say, sometimes it's just the Bic or whatever. Just a pen, doesn't really matter the brand. But I usually always have pad of paper in my pocket, because there's a lot of times I go out. Sometimes I might leave my cell phone at home. If it's almost dead, I'll put it on charge, or sometimes I'll leave it in the car charge and I forget to take it. I forget to take it with me. So at least if I got this on me, if I go in the store or something, I see something on sale that, or they have something there that might not have in the store in Corner Brook or something. If I'm outside of Corner Brook, and I'm interested in something that I'm interested in buying, mark down the price. Or if my phone happens to die and, a pretty girl wants to give me her phone number and my phone's dead, I can mark it down. Some of you young fellers out there need to learn to start taking pen and paper and stop relying on your cell phone so much. Because when the cell phone dies, this doesn't. But yeah, me talking about young fellers, I'm only 34. But anyway, bit of an old soul. And last but not least, one of your more important things to take is just a wallet. Nothing fancy. Just one I picked up there at the dollar store for $10. I figured, $10 wallet's going to do the same job as a $30 wallet. And I'd rather buy a $10 wallet and have $20 put into it. So, gets the job done. That's all that matters. And the other thing I take with me is my cell phone, as I've said, which is what I'm using, which you're not going to see because this is what I'm using to record the video on. So it's just a LG G6 cellular phone. It's not a half bad phone. I have had some issues with it, and I'm soon going to be looking to upgrade, because I find, especially here in Newfoundland, it's hard to get service on this phone in certain areas, especially like my buddy's got a cabin down in the Bombay Pond area, which is just outside of Deer Lake. And when I'm down there, I find I have a really hard time trying to pick up service on my cell phone, whereas he has an iPhone and he has no problem getting service. So, and sometimes that being able to get service, especially here in Newfoundland, if you're out in the woods, could mean the difference between life and death. But I won't go into too many details, won't go off on a big rant. But anyway, yeah, that was just my E.D.C video. Like I say, hopefully you enjoy it. And anyway, yeah. So thanks for watching, and thanks for the support. For anybody that does watch and happens to subscribe or whatnot. I know I don't have a lot of content on YouTube, but I'm usually the kind of person, when I goes out to do something, I'm more focused on doing the activity at hand as opposed to taking videos. So, but anyway, thanks for watching, and take care and have a good night. All right, bye-bye.